Want people to like you instantly? It might sound like a magic trick, but it's simpler than you think. The secret isn't about being the most charismatic, witty, or impressive person in the room. In fact, it's the exact opposite. The real secret? Talk less and ask more. I know it sounds counterintuitive. We're often taught that to win people over. We need to showcase our best qualities, tell our best stories, and prove how interesting we are. But think about the last time you had a truly great conversation. Was it with someone who talked about themselves the whole time, or was it with someone who made you feel heard and understood? I'm willing to bet it was the latter. When you ask someone a genuine question about themselves, something amazing happens in their brain. Neuroscientists have actually studied this. When we talk about ourselves, our brains release dopamine, the same chemical associated with pleasure, reward, and motivation. It's the same feel-good hit we get from eating delicious food or getting a notification on our phone. Talking about ourselves literally feels good. It activates the brain's reward system, making us feel important, validated, and valued. So when you're the one asking the questions and actively listening, the other person is doing most of the talking. They're experiencing this dopamine rush, this pleasant feeling. And here's the fascinating part. Their brain subconsciously associates that good feeling with you. They walk away from the conversation thinking, wow, I really enjoyed talking to them, without always realizing it's because you made them the star of the show. You became the catalyst for their own positive feelings. This isn't about manipulation. It's about genuine human connection. People are longing to be seen and heard. In a world where everyone is broadcasting their own lives, taking the time to be interested in someone else's is a rare and powerful gift. It shows respect and care. So, how do you put this into practice? It doesn't require you to become a master interrogator. Simple, open-ended questions are your best friend. Instead of asking questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no, try questions that invite a story or an opinion. For example, instead of asking, "Did you have a good weekend?" Try, "What was the highlight of your weekend?" The first question gets a one-word answer. The second opens the door for them to share an experience. Other powerful questions are things like, "What do you think about that?" This shows you value their perspective. Or, "How did that make you feel?" This dives deeper than just the facts of a situation and shows you care about their emotional experience. When someone is telling you about a project they're working on, you could ask, "What's the most exciting part of that for you?" Or, "What's been the biggest challenge you faced with it?" These questions aren't just for first meetings. You can use them with your friends, your family, your colleagues. They transform everyday small talk into meaningful connection. You'll be amazed at what you learn about people you thought you already knew well. You give them the space to share their passions, their worries, their triumphs. And in doing so, you build a much stronger, more authentic bond. Remember that the second part of this equation is just as important, listening. When they answer, put your phone away. Make eye contact. Truly listen to what they're saying. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Be curious. Ask follow-up questions based on what they've just told you. This shows you're not just following a script. You're genuinely engaged in the conversation. So, the next time you're in a social situation, whether it's a party, a work meeting, or even just waiting in line for coffee, I challenge you to try this. Resist the urge to impress. Instead, get curious. Ask a simple, open-ended question and then just listen. Watch how the dynamic of the conversation changes. Watch how the other person's face lights up as they get to share a piece of themselves. You'll not only make them feel great, but you'll also become more likable in the process. It's a simple shift in focus from me to you that can completely transform your social interactions and deepen your relationships. If you found this helpful and want more tips on psychology and building better connections, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.